Hello, and here is this week's Devil in Detail Amateur Report, and of course, the world of rugby league. Hope you had a great Easter. I'm doing this, as usual, live from the van in sunny Oldham today, not far from Boundary Park, home of the Ruffians in Oldham Athletic. So do get about me these days. Well, talking about Oldham and Boundary Park, we'll start off this week with the amateur scene. It was the Standard Cup, which is a prestigious tournament played between sort of the Oldham and Rochdale teams. The Waterhead Warriors, they were newly promoted to the Premier Division, doing really well as well in the National Conference League. They won the Standard Cup with a 48-10 triumph against arch-rival Oldham St Anne's. That was at Boundary Park on Saturday. A crowd of over 1,300 were there to see it, and a big win for Waterhead. Waterhead scored 9 tries in total, including 3 by fullback Jensen Hamilton. And you might recognise one of the two of the other names as well: Harrison Dodd, Phil Joy, Gareth Owen, who played at Salford as hooker, also scored a try. Tim Bridge and Adam Robinson and Brennan kicked 6 goals in that as well. So a big win there for the Waterhead Warriors against Oldham St Anne's, winning the Standard Cup, so congratulations to them. We'll just have a look at the North West Men's League. No fixtures last week because of the Easter holidays, so this week it gets underway on Saturday the 26th of April in the Premier Division. Folly Lane at home to Heysham Atoms. West Horton Lions face Hares Finch. In Division 1, Waterhead Warriors A at home to West Bank Bears. Wigan St Cuthberts take on Salford City Roosters. In Division 2, Garswood Stags at home to Rochdale Mayfield A. Division 3, Langworthy Reds have got Blackpool Scorpions, and Liverpool Lizards at home to West Horton Lions A. In the entry division, Oldham St Anne's A have got Lee East A, and there's one match in the Shield, that's in Group 2, between Carries Head Rhinos and Wigan St Pat's. In the Rugby League Women's Challenge Cup Shield quarter-finals, Fryston Warriors 22, Hulkington Rovers 26, Hull FC 22, Castleford Tigers 16, Salford Red Devils beat Bradford Bulls by 52 points to 0, and Swinton Lionesses beat Widnes by 40 points to 14. There was one game in the Challenge Plate, that was Halifax 62, Ashton Bears 10. In the Barla National Cup, there's some results here from the week just gone. On Thursday the 17th of April, in round 2, it was Thatto Heath Crusaders 42, Pilkington Rex 10, West Horton Lions 6, Orrell St James 44. On Saturday, Easter Saturday, in round 2, Hindley Stags 18, Kippax Welfare 24, Lee East 8, Wathbrow Hornets 36, Charleston Rovers 18, Folly Lane 0, Brighouse Rangers 28, West Hull 16, King's Cross Park 18, Wigan St Jude's 0, and Woolston Rovers 18, Wigan St Patrick's. So the draw for the third round will be taking place soon, and they were played on Saturday the 23rd of August, it says here, and a date will be made later. So I'll keep you up to date with that, because that doesn't sound right. 23rd of August sounds quite a long way away, but we'll keep you up to date with that Barla National Cup third round draw when we get that information. In the youth and junior leagues, in the under-18s, it was the Barla National Youth Cups. Weekend just gone, Oldham St Anne's, need to sort my head out here. Oldham St Anne's 16, Woolston Rovers 18. That game was after extra time in the under-18s round 3. In the under-16s round 3, Waterhead Warriors 0, West Hull Lions 30. In the under-14s round 3, it was Waterhead Warriors 36, Lock Lane Centurions 0. Well, there was no games in the National Conference Leagues at the weekend just gone because of the Easter holidays, but the Premier Division gets back underway this Saturday. Rochdale Mayfield at home to Thatto Heath Crusaders. Wathbrow Hornets entertain Waterhead Warriors. In Division 1, Hewitt have got Oldham St Anne's, and in Division 3, Featherstone Lions are at home to Saddleworth Rangers. We'll turn our attention now to the NRL. It was round 7 of the weekend just gone. Some fantastic matches, some fantastic crowds. Oh, it was great. I think Easter time in Australia is a really special time, as it is in the UK. But yeah, let's talk you through round 7. Canterbury Bulldogs, well, they continue their march. They're top of the table, 6 from 6. They beat South Sydney Rabbitohs by 32 points to 0. In front of 65,305 supporters at the Accor Stadium on Friday. The Dolphins beat Melbourne Storm, almost 30,000 at the Suncorp for that one. Dolphins 42, Melbourne Storm 22. Gold Coast Titans 20, Canberra Raiders 30. Manly Seagulls 18, St George 20. New Zealand Warriors 20, Brisbane Broncos 18. Newcastle Knights 14, Cronulla Sharks 34. And the Penrith Panthers finally got to a result. They won away from home at the Sydney Roosters by 40 points to 12. So the fixtures for this week, there was a game on Monday. I've not got the result for that one on the 21st. I'll grab you that as soon as I can. Brisbane Broncos face Canterbury. That's on Thursday the 24th of April. That's a 10:50 kickoff. Sydney Roosters face St George at 7 a.m. on Friday. At 9 a.m. on Friday, it's New Zealand Warriors against Newcastle Knights. 11 o'clock, Melbourne Storm face South Sydney Rabbitohs. 2 games on Saturday, 8:30. It's North Queensland Cowboys against the Gold Coast Titans. 10:35, Penrith have got Manly. The early bird game on Sunday at 5 a.m. is Canberra against the Dolphins, and West Tigers entertain Cronulla Sharks. Well, the missing result from yesterday, I've got it for you. It was West Tigers 22, the Parramatta Eels 38. Good. Thanks for technology, eh? Check that one out for you. So, the table, Canterbury, as I said, are top with 14 points. They're 4 points clear of Melbourne, who've got 10. Canberra have got 10, and New Zealand Warriors have got 10. They're making up the playoff places of Brisbane, Cronulla, St George and South Sydney, who've all got 8 points. North Queensland are just outside the playoffs on 8 points on points terms. Parramatta stay bottom of the table with just 1 win from their 6 games so far. It was Super League Round 8 over Easter. There were some games played on Friday, Saturday, a couple on Thursday as well. We'll start off with our game at Catalan Dragons. Salford beaten 38 points to 10 on Saturday. Hull FC against Hull KR on Good Friday. That was a good game, that one. Cade Cuss was sent off, and that seemed to make a big difference in that game. Hulkinson Rovers coming away in the end with a 28 points to 14 victory in that derby fixture. Leeds Rhinos beat Huddersfield 28 points to 6 on Good Friday evening. Lee Leopards on Saturday, they beat Warrington 18 points to 14. Wakefield 13, Castleford 12. A late drop goal from Mason Lino in that game. Cass led 12-0 at half-time with tries from Gary Garrett and Wood, but 3 kicks missed by Milnes, the goal kicker. So 3 tries to 2 to Cass, but Wakefield get the result 13-12. Wigan Warriors beat St Helens on Good Friday by 24 points to 14. Good fight back from Saints in the last 15 minutes with tries from Murphy and Parsi, and a big game for young George Whitney as well, who kicked 3 goals out of 3 in that game, but Wigan too strong, winning at 24-14. Fixtures for this week: Thursday, Warrington face St Helens at 8 o'clock. On Friday, Leeds have got Hull KR at 8 o'clock. Saturday, 5:30, Catalans take on Wakefield. At 3 o'clock, Huddersfield have got Castleford Tigers. And also at 5:30, your very own Salford Red Devils are at home to Lee Leopards. On Sunday, there's one fixture. That's a 3 o'clock kickoff. That's between Hull FC and Wigan Warriors. So the league table, Hull KR are top with 7 wins from 8. They're 2 points clear of Wigan Warriors, who've got 12 points. Lee have got 11. Hull have got 11. Saints have got 10. And Leeds have got 10. Then follows Catalans on 8, Wakefield on 8, and Warrington on 8, followed by Castleford and Salford on 2. And Huddersfield are still bottom, yet to win a game with 8 defeats from 8. Well, moving on to Ladies Rugby League in the Betfred Women's Challenge Cup. We spoke about the Shield before, but in the Challenge Cup, the group stages, round 3, Barrow 14, London 22, Cardiff Demons 0, St Helens 54, and Featherstone 8, Huddersfield 36. Lee Leopards 48, Sheffield 0. That match was awarded to Lee, due to Sheffield being able to raise a team. So the quarter-finals will be played on Sunday the 27th of April. It's Leeds against Huddersfield, Saints against London Broncos, Wigan against Cardiff Demons, and York have got Lee Leopards. Moving on to the Betfred League 1, I was at the Rochdale Hornets game actually on Good Friday between Rochdale Hornets and Swinton. A fantastic match that. Hornets trailed 7-6 to Swinton Lions at the break, but kicked a penalty goal. Had a man sent off as well, Rochdale, and played quite a lot of that game in the second half with just 12 men. But they won the game 8 points to 7. Over 1,000 there packed into their main stand as well. Really cracking atmosphere. Congratulations to Rochdale Hornets with an 8-7 victory on Good Friday. Dewsbury Rams 56, Newcastle Thunder 6, Keighley 18, Goole Vikings 24. Midlands Hurricanes were beaten. That's their first defeat of the season. They were beaten at home to North Wales Crusaders by 31 points to 18. Patrick Arvan, you might remember him from his days at Widnes. He went over a try in that game. The evergreen at Patrick Arvan. And James Dallimore as well, who spent a lot of time at Barrow and was out of the game for a while. He kicked 3 from 6 and had a good game as well. So a big win for the North Wales Crusaders. Workington Town against Whitehaven. Almost 2,500 at Derwent Park for that one on Friday. Cracking game as well. Atta Higano, I think, played in that game. It was Workington Town 10, Whitehaven 8. The fixtures for this week, North Wales Crusaders against Whitehaven is a 6 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. The rest of the games are all 3 o'clock Sunday. Dewsbury have got Rochdale Hornets, Newcastle Thunder against Goole Vikings, and Workington Town have got Swinton Lions. On the championship then, Barrow 24, London Broncos 6, Batley Bulldogs 24, Hunslet 28. A surprise result there for Hunslet. Doncaster 19, Sheffield 6, Featherstone 24, York Knights 22. Top of the shop, Halifax were beaten on Good Friday in a cracking match against Bradford Bulls, another tight one. Almost 5,000 there as well at Halifax. Congratulations, they're having a great start to the season, but Bradford beat them 12 points to 8. Widnes Vikings 10, Oldham 10 was another fantastic game. Rodri Lloyd, ex-Swinton player, scoring 2 tries for Widnes, won 5 minutes from time to get that draw for Widnes Vikings. The fixtures for this week: Friday night, Oldham face Bradford at Boundary Park. Sheffield have got Batley Bulldogs. On Saturday, Featherstone have got Toulouse Olympic. On Sunday, there's 3 matches, all 3 o'clock. Barrow against Doncaster, Halifax against London, and York Knights against the Widnes Vikings. So the tables outside Super League: Halifax stay top of the Championship, Oldham is second, Barrow, Toulouse, Bradford and Widnes make up the playoff places. In League 1, Midlands Hurricanes stay top. They're just a point in front of Whitehaven now. North Wales Crusaders follow in third. North Wales have won 4 from 4. They've got 2 games in hand, so there's a chance they could get to the top of the table this weekend. Dewsbury are fourth, followed by Swinton and Rochdale, who are just outside the playoff places. That's all I've got for you this week. Struggling a bit with my throat this week. I've got a bit of a cold as well, so apologies if I made a few mistakes in that. But I shall see you on Saturday evening for Salford against Leigh. Have a great week. Take care of yourselves and see you soon.